What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing NBA Finals Game 7 between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Indiana Pacers. And here we are, right? Game 7, the pivotal last game of the NBA Finals. Winner takes all. A moment in time for both teams to do something that neither franchise has done in the modern era, and that is win an NBA championship. And of course, we have to discuss who I think will win the game. Of course, we know the series is tied 3-3. This series has had all of the great storytelling moments from, great performances by star players as well as great performances by role players. We look at Jalen Williams putting up 40 points in this series. We look at the emergence of TJ McConnell and how he's, put his imprint on this series. You look at Tyrese Halliburton going down with an injury and then reappearing in the following game and showing that he had the resolve to actually, do something worth talking about in this series. You look at the play of Pascal Siakam, just the overall, ebbs and flows of this series, man. We've seen games where there have been blowouts. We've seen games where you're questioning whether or not the Pacers were going to run away with this series at times when they were up 2-1. Only to fall back down 3-2 and somehow, some way, find a way to tie the series at 3-3. For me, man, I'm excited to see what happens in Game 7. It's always a great thing to see. We haven't been in a Game 7 situation in the NBA Finals since the Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers some years ago. But here we are now, and we're discussing exactly what will happen or what I think will happen. And for me, I think this is going to be a dogfight. I think both teams are going to throw caution to the wind. I don't think there's going to be a situation or a scenario where we see too much of, the role players, so to speak. I don't think both teams are going to go deep in their rotation. I really see both teams maybe going 8, as far as 8. Maybe more for the Pacers. Of course, you'll see TJ McConnell, Obi Toppin, Ben Mathurin. But I feel like past that, we may see Ben Shepherd. But for the Thunder, I mean, yes, you have been seeing appearances from Cason Wallace. You look at, Kendrick Williams. But I feel like This is going to be one of those things, man, where the stars are going to have to be stars. I'm talking about SGA is going to have one of those performances, as well as, Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren. They're going to have to be led by their three. When I look at the Indiana Pacers, it's going to have to be Pascal Siakam in the play of Tyrese Halliburton, because I said it time and again that the Pacers go. How the Pacers go is how Tyrese Halliburton plays. So he's going to have a phenomenal game as well. You're going to look to guys like Aaron Nesmith. You're going to have to look at guys like Andrew Nembhard. Same thing could be said about Miles Turner. This game is going to be one for the ages, man. I think we're going to get a great game as fans, not only of the NBA, but as sports fans. I think this is going to be one of those things where we're going to be talking about this series for a few years, honestly, unless next year's finals lives up to the billing, because a lot of people were saying, casuals were speaking about, oh, this finals was going to be a dud. Nobody is going to tune in to watch Indiana. No way, no how. And it hasn't been anything further than the opposite. I feel like this series has lived up to the hype. This series has marked a way to say, maybe it doesn't have to always be the big name market teams. The New Yorks, the LAs, the Bostons, things like that, to that theme. Even speaking on the 2024 NBA Finals, where you're seeing Boston play Dallas. So, I mean, you look at this game, I think it's going to come down to who wants it more both ways. I think both teams are going to show that other thing, that grit, that grind. And of course, I'm going to have to give my prediction on who I think will win this particular game, Game 7. Throughout the series, I picked the Oklahoma City Thunder. I thought the Thunder would win this series in 5 games. I'm picking the Oklahoma City Thunder to win this NBA championship. I just think they have enough. I think they have enough. I think SGA, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, Alex Caruso, I think those guys know what it takes in this moment to get it done. The same thing can be said about the Indiana Pacers, but I think the moment that they had in Game 6, I think the Thunder know exactly what it's going to take for them to do the exact opposite and win this game. And I'm going with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to be Finals MVP. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Indiana Pacer fans, Oklahoma City Thunder fans, basketball fans, NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know who you guys think will win Game 7. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.